we have 3 more readers, and then Stuart's going to close us out with a song. Sarah Barnett.
I'm doing President Frank Minnie's job tonight of collecting the sign-in sheet, so it's somewhere floating around the room. If you haven't registered yourself, we'd like to know who is here and how many people, so please finish that up. Thanks. Okay, signs. 3 people in pristine white coats beamed at me from a billboard on Route 24 east of Millsboro. 2 men, 1 woman, 2 white faces, 1 black. If you whizzed by without reading the message, you might think, hey, there's a new ice cream place in town. But these folks are not pitching sundaes. The caption read, laparoscopic hysterectomy, BB Hospital. Billboard ads usually want you to do something. McDonald's, 3 miles on the left, say. Or see a sign for Jiffy Lube and think about getting the oil in your SUV changed. Tanger outlet billboards put you in the mood for Bose speakers or a Coach purse. But what am I supposed to do after reading BB's billboard? Think, good idea? I'll make an appointment to have my reproductive organs removed. What I am doing is wondering why a hospital would promote major surgery the way Miller hikes light beer or a Dodge pedals Durangos. Probably the hospital is proud of this state-of-the-art medical procedure, but a billboard? Let's consider this logically. First, eliminate 1/2 of the population for whom this procedure is irrelevant. Then subtract an unknown number of people who have already had a similar procedure. And what about the kids? I can hear them now. Mom, what's a hysterectomy? I don't know what we're left with, but the chances that many of them are driving on Route 24 seem pretty slim to me. What do you suppose is next? Jingles. Groupon. Buy 1, get 1 free. Still have your appendix? No problem. How about a bright red banner floating behind a small plane? The kind that that flies the Delaware coastline, touting half-price margaritas at Rusty Rudder. BB could reach thousands of beachgoers that way every weekend. Now that would be ridiculous, wouldn't it?
And Ken and Judy Catterton are once again pooling their words together and doing a joint reading.
This is yet another episode from our hippie days. Marrakesh, 1969. The sign in the French Quarter of Marrakesh that read Boucherie was a welcome sight. The meat and poultry we had seen in the Arab Quarter was hung from hooks in the sun, attracting flies and stray dogs. We were taken by the bright red hue of the ground meat that we used to make bastardized versions of camper stew. It was on our second trip to the Boucherie that I noticed a sign that read Cheval, French for horse. On this visit, we met the butcher's son, Paul, an English teacher at a private school. He asked if we would like to go to the public baths. Since showers at campsites in Morocco had only cold water, we jumped at the chance. The public baths had signs in Arabic designating separate entrances for men and women. The butcher's son had instructed me that I should take only the money needed for a bath. 1 dirham, 25 cents, and a second Durham for an elderly man to watch my clothes. My anxiety was enormous. What would I find? Gang showers, similar to my high school and Marine Corps days? Or perhaps large pools with scantily clad maidens walking about with trays of wine and fruit? I entered. Immediate deflation. Rock in public baths, dummy, not ancient Roman ones. The dimly lit room was rather large with a concrete floor, low ceilings, block walls with several translucent windows. Near the perimeter were only a few people, men mostly with their sons, sitting on the floor with some washing tools and buckets of water drawn from nearby spigots. Everyone wore white cotton loincloths wrapped much like diapers. Everyone except me. I wore my fire engine red nylon Martian wear boxer shorts.
I put 2 Durham coins in my knee sock and walked into the anteroom that looked like a scene out of Arabian Nights. After weeks in Morocco, where I saw only the eyes of Arab women caged in their black burqas, it was unnerving to see several large women lounging on pillows, completely naked. I self-consciously took off my clothes and handed them and 1 Durham to a woman who claimed to be in charge of watching clothes. She wanted more money, but I refused. I only hoped I hadn't angered her enough for her to refuse to return my clothes. After a few minutes, a Berber woman, wearing only a loincloth, motioned for me to follow her into a very large, round room with a stone floor that sloped to a drain in the center. More large, naked Arab women sat on the floor. One was pouring red dye onto her head. It dripped down her face and body, eventually making its way to the drain. Another woman, eating an orange, dropped the peels onto the floor. The Berber woman motioned for me to lie on my back while she filled her bucket with water. Tattoos covered every available inch on her arms and hands. Her breasts drooped and seemed sucked dry. Using an unwound rope, she scrubbed my skin until tiny beads of gunk appeared. I watched as another washer placed one hand, palm down, on the enormous breast of a woman lying next to me, while she vigorously moved the other hand back and forth. It looked like the car washing scene from The Karate Kid. Wax on, wax off. After my scrub, my washer poured buckets of cool water over me and guided me back to the anteroom where I hoped to find my clothes. Dressed and exceptionally clean, I left this ancient bathhouse.